This quick example, I'm just going to demonstrate how to create file objects and image or picture objects in JES. So the first thing that you need is a file that contains a picture that you can open. You can use pictures that you've taken, say, with your phone, but oftentimes for our purposes in this class, those files are going to be way too large than we're going to be able to work with very easily. So a good source of images is to go to the Wikimedia Commons. So it's commons.wikimedia.org, and if you type that in, you can go to the web page, and this just contains a bunch of image files that you can use for free. And then you can choose the picture of the day if you want, or you can search for a type of picture. So for example, say I want a picture of a puppy. I can hit enter, and I'm going to get this whole list of cute puppies are going to come up, and then I can just choose one that I would like to work with. So this is a cute puppy. I'll choose this one. I recommend clicking on the more details option down here so that you can select the size of the file that you want to download, because again, we don't want it to be too large for our purposes. So it doesn't have to be tiny, but the 640 by 480 size is pretty good, or the 800 by 600 pixels. So just choose one of those. If you click on it, that image is going to come up in your browser window. So if you just right click on it and do save image as, you can save it on your computer. I created a folder called CSCI 115 that I'm going to save files in, so I'm going to put it there. Oftentimes the name is really long, and it will be easier for you to work with a short file name. So I recommend deleting that and just saving it as puppy.jpg. So it's a JPEG file. So go ahead and hit enter, and that'll save your image. Let's go ahead and get another image while we're at it. Let's get a kitten. Oop. Back button. So I'm just going to end this return. I'm going to get a kitten. Again, a bunch of cute kittens come up. You can just select one that you like. Oh, that one's pretty cute. So, and again, choose more details so you can get a file size that will work well. And this doesn't have different options. It says this is 737 by 510 pixels. That would be fine. Oh, and it's a PNG file. Let's back up. We want a JPEG file. So we need JPEG files for our purposes. Let's see if we can pick another one that might work. How about that one? That's cute. More details. And I see that this is a JPEG file. It's got different resolutions. And again, I'm going to do the 640 by 480. I'm going to right click, save image as, and I'll just again rename it. I'm going to call it kitten.jpg. Okay, so I have a couple of image files that I can work with, and so now I'm going to go into JES and I'm going to create some picture objects with those. So the first thing you want to do is you want to create a file object, and you just do that by saying, giving it a name, and so I'll just call it puppy file. You can name your files whatever you want, puppy file, using the rules for identifiers, and I'm going to call it pick a file. So I'm calling the pick a file function, and since it's a function, I need to have parentheses after it. So this is built into JES. This is going to do the up arrow here for me, and I want to go to my desktop. So you may have to navigate and find the right folder. So just remember where you saved your file, navigate to that folder. I'm going to choose my puppy image, click open. Now I don't get any feedback, but as long as you didn't get any error messages, then everything's okay. I can print my puppy file. And what will happen is that's just going to display the path name of that file. That is, it's going to tell me where it is and what it's named. So now I can take that file, which contains all of the encodings for my image, and I can create an image of that from that file. So I'm going to call this puppy image, or puppy pic, I'll call it, equal make picture, and then I just put the name of the file in parentheses, puppy file. And again, I can print it. I can print the puppy pic. And I see that it just gives me the details. It's a picture object. It tells me where it is, and it tells me the size in pixels. And then if I would like to view that picture, I can say show puppy pic. And that'll display my image for me. So I could do the same thing with the kitten, and so that's how you pick a file and you create an image or picture object with it. One of the things that you should keep in mind is that if you modify that picture, say the puppy pic, if I were to say change it to grayscale or something like that, then if I want to get my original image back, if I wanted to say work with it again, I'm going to need to do this command again, puppy pic equal make picture. So any modifications that you make to the image are to this picture object, not to the data that's stored in the original file. The puppy file doesn't change. So that's how to create a picture. Why don't you give it a try with a kitten, and we'll be working with these picture objects and modifying them in future videos.